Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Prakriti and today we are going to move further with that part of section 11 which talks about the person who are disqualified from contracting by law to which he is subject. The other disqualified persons are those persons who are disqualified from entering into contract due to certain other reasons, maybe from legal status, political status or corporate status. Some of such categories of persons are: firstly, alien enemy. An agreement with an alien enemy is void. Foreigner of those foreign countries who didn't have good relations with our country are considered to be alien enemy. The persons of those country to which our country is engaged in war, the persons are considered to be as alien enemy. The other disqualified person is foreign sovereign and ambassador. Foreign sovereign and the representatives enjoy certain privileges and immunities in every country. They can't enter into contract except through their agents residing in India. The other is convicts. A convict cannot enter into a contract while he is undergoing the imprisonment. The insolvents. Insolvents means the person who is announced by the government that he is bankrupt. An insolvent person is one who is unable to discharge his liabilities and therefore has applied for being adjudged insolvent, or such proceedings have been initiated by any of his creditors. An insolvent person can't enter into a contract relating to his property. Company or statutory bodies. A contract entered into by a corporate body or statutory body will be void only to the extent it is within memorandum of association. And the married women. A woman is competent to enter into contract only for her separate personal property. She is not allowed to contract for her husband's property except in special circumstances. So a married woman cannot contract for his husband's property. She can get into a contract for her own property, her own separate property, not for her husband's property. Only under some special circumstances which is allowed by the court, a married woman can enter into a contract. And let's move further with who are to be considered as sound mind for the purpose of contracting. The definition of sound mind is given under section 12 of Indian Contract Act. That is, a person is said to be of sound mind for the purpose of making a contract. At the time when he makes it, he is capable of understanding it and forming a rational judgment as to effects upon his interest. When a person is of a mind at the time when he makes contract, that he could be understand his own profit and loss in that contract and can make a rational judgment for that contract at that particular time when the contract is to be signed upon. A person who is usually of sound mind but occasionally of sound mind make contract when he is of sound mind. Just suppose a person is of unsound mind, but when at a lapse of time he is of sound mind. So when the person is of sound mind, at that lapse of time he is eligible to make a contract. A person who is usually of sound mind but occasionally of unsound mind may not contract when he is of unsound mind. So when a person is of sound mind but sometimes occasionally he becomes unsound mind, so he cannot contract at that period of time when he is of unsound mind. He can make the contract only when the time he is of sound mind. A person who is usually, let's see with some examples, that a patient in a lunatic asylum who is at intervals of sound mind may contract during those intervals. Just suppose at a time of 24 hours he is of sound mind at the interval of 1 hour. So within that 1 hour he should make contract when he is of sound mind of that condition that he could realize that this contract is of my favor or is not in my favor. He could make a rational judgment at that time. A same man who is delirious from fever or who is so drunk that he cannot understand the terms of contract or form a rational judgment, so at his effect on his interest, cannot contract with such delirium or drunkenness lasts. Going to the spirit of the section, it is clear that a person is sound mind if he fulfills the following two conditions. So according to the section, there should be at least two conditions: that he is capable of understanding the contract, and secondly, he or she is capable of forming a rational judgment about the effects of such contract on his interest. Their unsoundness of mind may arise from idiocy, lunacy or insanity, drunkenness, mental decay, delirious persons. Firstly, the idiocy. An idiot is a person who is congenital by birth, unsound mind. His incapacity is permanent and therefore he can never understand, contract and make a rational judgment as to its effects upon his interest. Consequently, the agreement of an idiot is absolutely void ab initio. So when the contract is made by an idiot person who is of lunar mind, by birth he is congenital, so the contract made by him is void ab initio. The agreement made by him is void ab initio. He is not personally liable even for the payment of necessaries of life supplied to him. He is not even liable to pay to those necessities of life supplied to him, as in the case of minor was present. So lunacy or insanity. Lunatic is not permanently of unsound mind. He can enter into contact during the period when he is of sound mind. Drunkenness. One question must have arisen in your mind, that when a person is drunk, he is not in his senses. He cannot understand what is good for him or what is not good for him. He is not in the condition of making a rational judgment. So when a person is drunk, so when he makes contract in that period of time when he is drunk, it is not, that agreement is not valid, that agreement is void. Mental decay. There may be a mental decay or senile mind to the age, old age or poor health. Sometimes due to poor health, and when a person gets aged, when he get old, such person is not capable of understanding the contract and its effect upon his interest. He cannot enter into a contract. He is not eligible to enter into a contract. Delirious person. A person delirious from fever is also not capable of understanding the nature and implications of an agreement. Therefore, he cannot enter into a contract so long as delirium lasts. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and for more such videos, please subscribe to the channel and also hit the bell icon.